Hey guys, we got an old single barrel that's a bit rusty. Um, it's got kind of rust and wear all over. It looks like the bluing got worn off from use, and then it was put up, and then it kind of got some uh, freckle rust over it on the action, down on the trigger guard, and over the top. Stock is chipped out on the toe, and the butt plate is broken. The also the stock, it looks like there's a crack developing through there, and also over there and there. But the stock is firm, so I don't know if that was repaired at some point. And then the fore end, that looks like there's a little crack running down there, but then there's a chip out there. I'm not sure how all of this is going to pan out and how I'm going to be repairing all of that. There's a bit of a gouge over there, so I'm thinking I'll repair that crack, and I'll maybe taper the stock in, or maybe let a little, add a little piece in there. I don't know. On the back here, there's two options. On the back is, that's not very deep. I mean, that's the lowest point of it. Is bring the profile down to there on the stock and flow that in and replace that, or cut that and put a patch in there. And I don't know, I mean, it's probably about a quarter of an inch that it needs, so that seems like an awful lot of work to gain a quarter of an inch. The stock is short, it's probably about 12 inches. The gentleman that had this, he said he had it, he's in his 70s, and he said he had this since he was 14 years old, and he wants to fix it up and give it to his 7-year-old grandchild. The part that I'm not sure of, I don't know what it is. They say it's a Sears, and that is a Sears trademark, New White Powder Wonder. I don't know where that comes from. Is that the opposite to black powder, that when this was smokeless, um, for a while this company maybe used white powder for smokeless powder, as a term for smokeless powder. I don't know. And it's got choke board over there, and then there it has got genuine armory steel, and that's the only markings that this gun has. I don't know if something's going to appear, when I cook it off. So that is a Sears and Roebuck brand or trademark, and these White Wonder shotguns were made by the Crescent Arms Company initially, and then later by the W.H. Davenport Arms Company from Connecticut, and then later by Meridian Firearms Company, also from Connecticut, and then right towards the end they were made by Stevens Arms and Tool Company from Massachusetts. So I don't know which one this is. I think it's kind of towards the end. I've been trying to match them up with other Stevens guns, but I haven't had much success. Anyway, just a before, we'll see what it comes out like when it's all done. Okay, got it apart. The stock is indeed cracked through there. If I pull it, you can see it open, and you can see it more clearly that side. So there's definitely a crack through there that needs to be repaired. And the fore end, it's also got a slither away over there. See, it drops down. That's not something I can really fix. You got to add in such a thin slither there. It's doable, but not for the value of this gun or the value of this work. That screw is the trigger guard screw. It's all mangled up. Probably gonna have to preferably get another one because there's not much of a head there. I can neaten this one up. It would probably be better to get another one or to make one up. All done. So I cooked off the action and carded it, and then put several rust cycles on it, and then cooked it again. So now you can clearly see the new white powder wonder over there. Choke board, genuine armory, steel, and the same with the barrel. I cooked it off, carded it, and then I put several rust cycles onto the barrel again. Came out good. The wood, so the front stock was cracked through there, and it had that chip out. So what I did was I fixed the crack. I filled in the chip with epoxy, black epoxy, and then I worked the wood back and tapered it in. So the wood used to end about there, and now it ends slightly back. So there's a little bit of epoxy right there which you can hardly see. I didn't fix that slither because that would just not be worth my while. And the stock, I fixed that crack over there. Fixed it, and that side you can hardly see it. It's over there. On the back end of the stock, I took that chip out, reworked the profile of the stock. The butt plate, I could never figure out who made this. The closest butt plate I could get was from a Savage trench gun, and I used that and just sanded that into the stock. And that screw that holds on the trigger guard was all mangled. Not knowing what the brand this was, I made up that screw on the lathe, and just made one to it because I didn't know what to hunt for. Hope you guys found that interesting. Stay safe. We talk again. Cheers.